Let me ask you something. Have you ever stood in front of a drive-through menu, completely overwhelmed by the choices, wondering which chain will actually deliver on its promises versus which one will leave you with buyer's remorse and a stomachache? The fast food industry is a battlefield where some warriors rise to legendary status while others crash and burn spectacularly. Today, we're diving deep into the ultimate showdown between the champions and the catastrophes of American fast food. This isn't just another random ranking thrown together for clicks. We're talking about chains that have either mastered the art of quick service dining or failed so miserably that they've become cautionary tales. From establishments that treat every meal like a masterpiece to those that seem to have given up on quality entirely, the gap between the best and worst is staggering. By the end of this breakdown, you'll know exactly where to spend your hard-earned money and which places you should avoid like the plague. But here's what makes this even more interesting. The fast food landscape has completely transformed over the past decade. Consumer expectations have skyrocketed, while some chains have adapted brilliantly and others have fallen behind in shocking ways. Quality standards, ingredient sourcing, customer service, and even basic food safety have become major differentiators in ways they never were before. So buckle up because we're about to reveal the 5 absolute best fast food chains that consistently deliver exceptional experiences, followed by the 5 worst offenders that somehow stay in business, despite serving up disappointment on a regular basis. Trust me, some of these revelations will completely change how you think about your go-to lunch spots. Let's kick things off with the cream of the crop, the chains that have figured out how to do fast food the right way. Starting at number 5, we have Culver's, a Midwest treasure that has redefined what butter can do for a burger. This Wisconsin-based chain has built its reputation around their signature butter burgers, which feature fresh beef patties served on buns that are lightly buttered and toasted to perfection. But what sets them apart isn't just the butter. It's their unwavering commitment to using never-frozen beef and preparing everything to order. The magic doesn't stop at their burgers, though. Culver's has elevated the frozen custard game to an art form, churning their desserts fresh daily using premium Wisconsin dairy. Their flavor rotation keeps customers coming back to try seasonal specialties, and the texture is so creamy it puts regular ice cream to shame. What really impresses me about Culver's is how they've maintained consistency across their locations while expanding rapidly. Their crinkle-cut fries are made from whole potatoes and fried in small batches, ensuring that crispy, golden perfection every single time. Beyond the food, Culver's demonstrates genuine community involvement through initiatives like their Thank You Farmers project, which has raised millions for agricultural education and hunger relief. This commitment to supporting local farming partnerships directly translates to higher quality ingredients across their menu. The customer service experience at Culver's consistently exceeds expectations, with well-trained staff and franchise owners who understand that every interaction matters. Moving up to number 4, Shake Shack represents the evolution of fast food into something approaching fine dining. This chain has revolutionized the burger experience with their all-natural Angus beef patties that are grilled rather than fried, topped with locally sourced ingredients that actually taste fresh. Their signature Shack burger has achieved cult status thanks to its perfectly seasoned meat, quality cheese, and that mysterious Shack sauce that ties everything together in burger harmony. But Shake Shack's innovation extends far beyond traditional American fare. In 2024, they introduced Korean BBQ menu items that showcased their willingness to push boundaries and cater to adventurous palates. Items like their spicy gochujang chicken sandwich and Korean-style fries topped with kimchi demonstrate how fast food can embrace global flavors without losing its identity. Their hand-cut fries and real frozen custard shakes have become legendary in their own right, proving that attention to detail matters at every level. What really sets Shake Shack apart is their commitment to sustainability and ethical sourcing. They use hormone-free, antibiotic-free beef and prioritize partnerships with local farmers whenever possible. Their restaurants feature sleek, contemporary designs that create a welcoming atmosphere far removed from typical fast food aesthetics. Every element, from their cage-free eggs to their eco-friendly packaging, reflects a company that understands modern consumer values while never compromising on taste. At number 3, we find Chick-fil-A, a phenomenon that has achieved something remarkable in the fast food world. They've built an empire around a single sandwich, But what a sandwich it is. Their chicken fillet is pressure cooked in peanut oil to achieve that perfect balance of crispy exterior and juicy interior, served on a buttered bun with simple yet effective toppings. The beauty lies in the execution and the stringent quality standards they maintain across thousands of locations. Chick-fil-A's chicken sourcing sets the gold standard for the industry. They work exclusively with suppliers who avoid antibiotics entirely, and their fresh ingredients are prepared daily at each location. Their waffle fries have become a cultural icon, offering a unique texture that perfectly complements their house-made sauces. The menu innovation continues with seasonal offerings and healthier options that cater to diverse dietary preferences without sacrificing the quality that made them famous. The service culture at Chick-fil-A deserves special recognition. Their decision to remain closed on Sundays, rooted in founder Truett Cathy's values about giving employees time for rest and family, creates a workplace culture that translates directly into exceptional customer interactions. Employees consistently go above and beyond, whether that's refilling drinks without being asked or helping families carry their orders. This commitment to service excellence has helped them achieve sales growth from $4.6 billion to $16.7 billion in just one decade. Their community involvement adds another layer to their appeal. Educational scholarships for team members and active participation in local charitable efforts demonstrate that this is more than just a business. It's a company with genuine values that resonate with their customer base. Taking the number 2 spot, Popeyes represents the pinnacle of Louisiana-inspired fast food. This chain burst into the national consciousness with their chicken sandwich launch that literally sparked a cultural phenomenon and redefined industry standards. That sandwich, with its perfectly seasoned crispy chicken breast, buttery brioche bun, tangy mayonnaise, and crunchy pickles, became more than just a menu item. It became a cultural touchstone that elevated Popeyes from regional favorite to national powerhouse. The traditional fried chicken at Popeyes showcases their mastery of bold Cajun flavors. Their proprietary blend of spices marinates the chicken for 12 hours, resulting in pieces that deliver complex, satisfying heat with every bite. The side dishes complete the experience beautifully, from their red beans and rice to those legendary buttery biscuits that practically melt in your mouth. What impresses me most about Popeyes is their commitment to in-store preparation. Their battering and breading processes happen fresh at each location, ensuring that signature crunch and juiciness that keeps customers coming back. They've managed to maintain this quality standard while introducing innovative marketing campaigns that showcase their confidence in their superior product. And finally, claiming the number 1 spot, In-N-Out Burger stands as the undisputed king of fast food excellence. This West Coast legend has achieved something truly remarkable by keeping things beautifully simple while executing every single element with obsessive precision. Their menu focuses on the fundamentals: burgers, fries, and shakes, but each component represents a masterclass in quality and consistency that other chains can only dream of achieving. Every burger starts with fresh, never-frozen beef that's cooked to order, ensuring that perfect, juicy bite every single time. The hand-leafed lettuce stays crisp, the thick-cut tomatoes actually taste like tomatoes, and those toasted buns provide the ideal foundation. But the real magic happens with their secret spread, a tangy sauce that transforms good ingredients into something truly extraordinary. The not-so-secret menu at In-N-Out has become the stuff of legend. Want multiple patties? Order a 3x3 or even a 4x4 for the truly ambitious. Prefer to skip the carbs? Their protein-style burger wraps everything in crisp lettuce instead of a bun. The animal-style options featuring grilled onions, pickles, and extra spread elevate both burgers and fries to another dimension entirely. These customizations have created a cult following that borders on religious devotion. Their fries deserve special recognition for being cut fresh in-house from whole potatoes every single day. No frozen nonsense here, just pure potato goodness that pairs perfectly with their rich, creamy shakes, made from real ice cream. Despite massive popularity and constant pressure to expand rapidly, In-N-Out has maintained their standards by growing deliberately and ensuring every new location meets their exacting requirements. The company culture at In-N-Out reflects their commitment to excellence. They pay some of the highest wages in the fast food industry, which translates directly into motivated, friendly staff who genuinely care about the customer experience. This chain has become deeply embedded in West Coast culture, serving as the go-to spot for everything from post-game celebrations to late-night cravings. It's not just fast food, it's a cultural institution that proves you can achieve legendary status by doing simple things extraordinarily well. Now let's completely flip the script and dive into the dark underbelly of fast food. These next 5 chains represent everything that can go wrong when businesses lose sight of quality, service, and basic customer respect. Prepare yourself because these disasters will make you question how they're still in business. Starting our countdown of shame at number 5, Subway represents one of the most dramatic falls from grace in fast food history. This chain once positioned itself as the healthy alternative, the place where you could eat fresh and feel good about your choices. Unfortunately, that reputation has crumbled faster than their questionable bread quality. The first red flag involves their so-called fresh-baked bread, which has been exposed for containing chemicals like azotocarbonamide, a substance also found in yoga mats. While they claim to have removed this ingredient, the damage to consumer trust runs deep, and questions about ingredient transparency continue to plague the brand. The produce quality has become a running joke among customers who regularly encounter wilted lettuce, rubbery tomatoes, and slimy cucumbers that look like they've seen better days. Their protein options fare even worse, with countless reports of dry, flavorless chicken and processed cold cuts loaded with preservatives. The tuna controversy really sealed their fate, with allegations that their tuna contains no actual tuna DNA. Even if these claims are disputed, the mere existence of such questions destroys confidence in what should be a straightforward ingredient. Cleanliness issues compound these food quality problems significantly. Franchise locations vary wildly in hygiene standards, with many failing health inspections due to unclean preparation areas and improperly stored ingredients. Inconsistent portion sizes and poorly trained staff create frustrating experiences that drive customers away in droves. Subway's failure to innovate or adapt to modern consumer demands has left them trailing far behind competitors who actually deliver on freshness and quality. Moving to number 4, Burger King has experienced a spectacular decline that's painful to witness. This former McDonald's rival has lost its way so completely that visiting one feels like a gamble with your taste buds and your time. The inconsistency across locations has reached legendary status for all the wrong reasons. Their signature Whopper, once a formidable competitor in the burger wars, now arrives as a shadow of its former self. Customers regularly report receiving undercooked or overly greasy patties topped with limp lettuce and served on soggy buns that fall apart before the first bite. The overall flavor profile has shifted toward bland and overprocessed, lacking any of the robust taste that once defined the brand. The French fry situation at Burger King deserves special mention as one of the industry's biggest disappointments. These fries are consistently criticized for being either too salty or completely underseasoned, with cooking that ranges from burnt to raw, sometimes within the same order. Their newer menu additions like chicken nuggets and plant-based options have failed to impress, often arriving poorly prepared and lacking in flavor. Service problems plague most locations, with notoriously long wait times even during slow periods, and staff who seem either rude or completely indifferent to customer concerns. Cleanliness standards have plummeted, with sticky dining areas, unkempt restrooms, and floors that make you question when they were last properly cleaned. Burger King's failure to embrace modern trends like sustainability or ingredient transparency has left them looking outdated and out of touch with consumer expectations. At number 3, Taco Bell earns its spot despite having a devoted cult following that somehow overlooks glaring quality issues and health concerns. This chain has mastered the art of creative marketing while consistently delivering poorly executed food that often falls apart before you can properly enjoy it. The structural integrity of their menu items has become a running joke. Tacos crumble at first touch, and their famous Crunch Wrap Supreme frequently arrives as a soggy, unevenly stuffed disappointment rather than the crispy, layered experience promised in advertisements. The filling distribution seems random at best, with some bites containing mostly tortilla, while others are overwhelmed with beans or sauce. From a nutritional standpoint, Taco Bell presents a minefield of excessive sodium, saturated fats, and artificial ingredients. Their breakfast offerings pack astronomical calorie counts that exceed recommended daily limits in a single meal, contributing to long-term health risks like hypertension and heart disease. Regular consumption of these nutritional disasters can have serious consequences for anyone concerned about their well-being. Cleanliness and consistency issues plague locations nationwide with reports of chaotic kitchens, unkempt dining areas, and food preparation processes that raise serious safety concerns. The chain's history of contamination incidents and recalls continues to haunt consumer confidence, while their attempts at menu innovation often miss the mark completely. Limited-time offerings generate initial buzz but rarely deliver on quality or execution, leaving customers disappointed and questioning their loyalty to the brand. Moving into number 2, Jack in the Box has earned its reputation as one of the most problematic chains in the fast food landscape. This once popular establishment has devolved into a cautionary tale about what happens when quality control completely breaks down and customer satisfaction becomes an afterthought. The food quality issues at Jack in the Box are nothing short of alarming. Their burgers arrive as greasy messes with underseasoned patties, served on stale or soggy buns that seem to have been sitting around for hours. The ultimate cheeseburger, marketed as their premium offering, feels more like an oil-soaked punishment that leaves customers regretting their decision before finishing the first bite. Even their cult favorite tacos, beloved by late-night diners, feature mysterious meat filling with a rubbery texture that raises serious questions about ingredient sourcing and preparation methods. The health implications of eating at Jack in the Box are genuinely concerning. Menu items routinely contain excessive calories, trans fats, and sodium levels that far exceed recommended daily allowances. Their Oreo cookie ice cream shake packs over 1,000 calories and contains enough saturated fat to satisfy half of an adult's daily requirement in a single drink. Similarly, their bacon-loaded burger options clock in at nearly 1,000 calories with fat content that makes them among the least healthy choices in the entire fast food market. Cleanliness standards at Jack in the Box locations are consistently subpar, with customers regularly reporting sticky floors, dirty dining areas, and restrooms that appear to receive minimal attention. Food safety concerns reach disturbing levels, with numerous reports of foreign objects found in meals, suggesting serious lapses in kitchen hygiene protocols. Staff behavior varies dramatically from location to location, with many customers experiencing rude or completely inattentive service that compounds their disappointment. Perhaps most damaging to Jack in the Box's reputation is their dark history with food safety scandals. The infamous 1993 E. coli outbreak linked to undercooked burgers resulted in hundreds of illnesses and tragically killed 4 children. While they've implemented new safety protocols since then, this catastrophic incident continues to haunt the brand decades later, and ongoing quality issues prevent them from fully rebuilding consumer trust. And finally, claiming the dubious honor of worst fast food chain in America, Little Caesars represents everything wrong with prioritizing speed and low prices over basic quality and safety standards. This chain has somehow managed to stay in business while consistently delivering experiences that leave customers questioning their life choices. The pizza quality at Little Caesars defies belief in how bad fast food can actually get. Their signature hot and ready pizzas feature doughy, undercooked crusts with an unsettling spongy texture that feels more like eating cardboard than actual food. The sauce application appears random, with some areas drowning in overly acidic tomato sauce while others remain completely bare. The cheese distribution follows no discernible pattern, creating slices that are either smothered to the point of being inedible or so sparse that you're basically eating bread. Their pepperoni pizza has achieved notoriety for featuring greasy, rubbery toppings that somehow make the entire eating experience worse. The nutritional profile is equally disastrous, with each slice containing excessive calories, saturated fat, and sodium that quickly add up to dangerous levels for anyone consuming multiple pieces. Even their attempts at menu innovation, like the pretzel crust pizza, have been universally panned for excessive saltiness and complete lack of flavor balance. The cleanliness situation at Little Caesars locations represents a public health nightmare waiting to happen. Reports of sticky floors, food debris scattered across tables, and unkempt preparation areas are commonplace across the chain. More seriously, the company has faced severe hygiene scandals that would shut down most businesses permanently. A particularly horrifying incident in Indianapolis involved a customer discovering rat feces baked directly into their pizza crust, leading to temporary closure by health inspectors. This wasn't an isolated case either. Numerous Little Caesars outlets have been cited for health code violations related to pest infestations, unsanitary food storage practices, and improper food handling procedures that put customer safety at serious risk. The staff at most locations appear unmotivated and indifferent, showing little interest in addressing customer concerns or fixing obvious mistakes. Customer service failures at Little Caesars compound all these other problems significantly. Patrons regularly encounter rude or completely apathetic employees who seem genuinely annoyed when asked to do their jobs. The combination of terrible food quality, questionable safety standards, poor service, and ongoing sanitation issues firmly establishes Little Caesars as the absolute worst fast food chain operating in America today. What Little Caesars offers in affordability, it more than makes up for in every possible negative aspect of the dining experience. The question isn't whether you can afford to eat there, it's whether you can afford the potential health risks and guaranteed disappointment that come with every order. There you have it, the complete breakdown of the fast food landscape's biggest winners and most spectacular failures. The contrast between these two groups couldn't be more striking, and it really comes down to fundamental business philosophy. The top 5 chains understand that success in fast food isn't just about speed and low prices anymore. Today's consumers demand quality ingredients, consistent execution, genuine customer service, and brands that align with their values. What's fascinating is how the best chains have managed to scale their operations while maintaining the standards that made them great in the first place. In-N-Out could easily have thousands more locations if they were willing to compromise, but they've chosen sustainable growth over quick profits. Chick-fil-A has built a culture so strong that their service quality remains consistent across thousands of franchises. These companies prove that doing things right doesn't have to mean sacrificing profitability. On the flip side, the worst chains demonstrate what happens when businesses lose their way and start treating customers like an inconvenience rather than the foundation of their success. These failures aren't accidents or temporary setbacks. They're the predictable result of systematic neglect of quality, safety, and basic customer respect. When you prioritize cutting costs over maintaining standards, when you stop caring about the experience you're providing, when you ignore health and safety protocols, this is where you end up. The really tragic part is that some of these chains weren't always disasters. Subway genuinely was a healthier alternative for years before they lost their way. Burger King competed toe-to-toe with McDonald's and had loyal customers who loved their flame-grilled approach. Even Jack in the Box had devoted fans who appreciated their diverse menu options. But somewhere along the line, these companies made choices that prioritized short-term profits over long-term customer satisfaction, and now they're paying the price. What can we learn from this dramatic divide? First, never underestimate the power of consistency. Customers will forgive a lot of things, but they won't forgive never knowing what kind of experience they're going to get. Second, ingredient quality matters more than ever before. People are more educated about food than they've ever been, and they can taste the difference between real ingredients and processed substitutes. Third, company culture directly impacts customer experience in ways that are impossible to fake or hide. The fast food industry will continue evolving, and will undoubtedly see more chains rise and fall based on their ability to adapt to changing consumer expectations. The winners will be those who understand that fast food doesn't have to mean low quality, and that treating customers with respect isn't just good business, it's the only sustainable way forward. So the next time you're standing in front of that drive-through menu feeling overwhelmed by choices, remember this breakdown. Your money is your vote for the kind of food service you want to see in the world. Support the chains that earn your business through quality and consistency, and avoid the ones that take your loyalty for granted. What's your take on this ranking? Have you had experiences with these chains that confirm or challenge what we've covered today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if this breakdown helped you navigate the wild world of fast food. Until next time, choose wisely and eat well.